games. Today we are playing Rise and Decline of the Third Reich, 4th edition from Avalon Hill Games. We are on the 1940 turn and we're doing the Italian phase. And so far, the Italians done nothing. They did all the purchases they could. I'm tempted to have them attack the British this turn, but the thing is, if they hold fast this entire year, then they come out with it pretty good. They get an industrial base upgrade, right? And then they won't have to rebuild, so. But nevertheless, this is their, and they're going to declare war against the British. And it's going to cost them 25. And they're going to lose units, and so 25 points. See, the problem is their base is 75, so they can't declare war against the British and choose an offensive option at the same turn. That's the issue. The most they can do during this turn is do attrition combat. There ain't much of anything to it for it. Yeah, you know, they can do some moving around, but that's about it. I don't see where they can actually do anything anywhere against the British. Well, I'm sure they like to, but yeah, there's their declaration of war. Maybe I'll go into Tunisia and see what problems I can do over there. Maybe this guy can go move him by ship, just drop him off here, create a beachhead, right? And then they'll just move right there and take Tunisia. And I see Constantine and Algiers. Maybe they'll move against Algeria and Morocco, right? My dream is to have them actually invade Malta. So if I were to stage this air unit, they can move stage 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can stage that unit right here. And I can attack that air base right there in Malta. Can I do an invasion? Yes, I think I actually can, because I can move a unit to I can use this, move this Alpine unit to Tobruk, and I can take a fleet. Now the fleet's going to be, I'm going to be able to intercept the fleet if I try doing that. Fleets that can intercept right here. They only have one fleet there. That's not that bad. They can, then again, they have 2 fleets. Also, they have 2 fleets in Gibraltar that can try to intercept, even though it's a long distance. But anyways, I'm going to try and invade Malta. Okay, so I'm going to have to move, so I move that right there, and I stage my 1 air unit over there. I'm going to have to do some reinforcements on the main, on Italy proper, so that France doesn't invade me. I got another fleet here. 1, 2. I could stage that air power right here in Syracuse. I don't think I'm doing things slightly out of order, but and this fleet is going to pick up them down here. This fleet's going to pick up every Alpine. Alright. Meanwhile, those guys are all going to get involved in the invasion. I have an extra fleet here that can do that. And I'm putting these loose because intercept. So I have a number of different things moving. Number of different moving parts. So this unit just picked up these guys in Tobruk. I have a fleet here that can try to intercept. So I'm going to try to do that interception now. Naval interception. And how far do they have to travel? Their range was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The range was 6. So I'm going to need a 1 through 5. Anything but a 6, and they intercept. And they intercept. Okay. So now we're going to have some type of naval warfare going on here. Let's go to the charts. Naval warfare. One for every uninverted friendly air factor within range of interception hex, whether it's not used. Okay. Naval combat. The forces are 1-to-1. There's no modifier. Britain gets a +1 modifier. Italy gets a -1 modifier. So this will be, because Britain's attacking, I'll just roll Britain first. Britain adds 1. So Britain gets a 4. And Italy will subtract 1. Italy gets a 4. So it's even. All right. So in case of a tie, I think they both lose factors. And I actually think that you do a second roll to see what happens. So let's check on interception in the naval combat in the rules. Okay. The loser must return to port, but you had tie. Okay. I'm going to see if I can pause this thing for a second. All right, if there's a clicking, you'll know why. So since it was, nobody takes any losses, but since the British won the battle, the Italians have to return to port. And that pretty much wipes out our invasion, I think. Well, we're still... Okay, so that... Well, this is the second part right here. All right, so... Gibraltar... Both of these are going to come over here. Over... All right, the Italians want to go to Gibraltar, so the Italians are probably going to go through. And don't have a. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So they're going to try to intercept 17 hexes away. So the two British fleets from Gibraltar are going to try to intercept 1, 2, 3, 4. And they have a 2-to-1 factor. That's the friendly. Okay, so over here for every uninverted factor within range in the interception hex, whether or not used to attack the enemy naval force or sea. So there'll be a -1. So yep, so it looks like it's going to automatically intercept because it's, well, I said they're 14, right? 1, 2, 3. Was used. Mark moved. And mark the other one moved. That is an array mark moved. Okay. Oh, there's a used thing right there. Okay. So I just want to make sure. Okay, so is that the fleet? Yep, that's the one that's carrying the unit to Malta. So they're going to drop those guys off in Malta. All right. This fleet that I'm using for naval marked used. And they're going to be marked used. Here. So the allies are going to allies in this are going to be attacked 2, and then they have a bombarding fleet. Go back to port. Well, where'd that come from? It didn't come from Tobruk. Oh yeah, it came from up here in Brindisi, I guess. Okay. Leaders are defending with 4, 5. So the defenders have 5 factors because it's a fortress and it's tripled. So they're defending with 5 factors. The attack is going to be, let's see, defending with 5 factors. I'm gonna pause. Okay, so this actually was illegal because, again, I can't afford, Italy can't afford an offensive option at the same time. Turn that it declares war against Britain. So, but I'm going to continue it anyways and keep recording just to see what happens. All right, so it's 5. 2 are attacking, so I can go up to how many times the original attacking number? 3 times the total, so I can do 6. So I have 8, and I can do 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's going to be a 2-to-1. 2-to-1 with a 4. So it's going to be a counterattack at 1-1 odds. And the attacker gets eliminated, and the Italians would take Malta. And that would be, if that were the case, that would be big. But unfortunately, unfortunately, the Italians can't do that because they have 75, a base of 75, and they already spent 25 on. Now let me just, there's one other thing I want to check. So Italian base is going to be 81 in 1941, but that's going to be in 1941. So, yep. So the Italians could have taken Malta. but they didn't. And I'm going to stop this video now. I'm going to keep it. All right, well, this is going to be an alternate video. All right, so I spend 25. I'm going to spend another 15 to do the offense. I'm just going to finish off the turn. I'm going to have to do another. Okay, that's good. And that's it. So in this case, Malta would have